popular dumpling cart on campus. We're going to talk to Chef Mike today to find out more about how he got started and what are his inspirations for the food that we all love so much.
Well, let's see. I've been doing that in the catering industry now for over 30 years. I'm a grad of the CIA, which is considered the finest cooking school in the world, and over the years doing catering and everything else, I found that I very much like the personal interaction, where you get to give people your food and they, give you an instant reaction. And, always working in the back of the house where you just don't really see that at all. You just work all day and you do a good job. It's so nice to have that interaction with people, finding out what they like, enjoying what their backgrounds are and what their food experiences are. And that influences me to a certain extent too. I mean, I've cooked every cuisine that there pretty much is to cook, but by talking to people and finding out what they like on campus, I can then take the experience that I have and tailor it to the food cart. Well, they tend to evolve over time. Once I feel that the dish is to my satisfaction, I really don't change anything. And also, this food really developed when I was out in Seattle. I worked with a couple of top 10 chefs who were voted by Food and Wine while I was out there. And the Seattle food scene when I was there in the 90s was very much about, combining different aspects of different cultures, in the fusion style. It was just a matter of what went well, what people enjoyed, mixing textures with flavors and contrasts and trying to light up your whole palate. My first advice to anybody who wants to start something like this is work for somebody who's good for at least a year. We appear here on campus at about 9:30 in the morning. By 10 o'clock we have food out. But the thing is, I'm in the kitchen at 5 in the morning putting everything together, handcrafted from scratch, and it's very fresh food. And to do that, there's a certain level of work that you have to put in. So until you find out the level of work that you need to put in on that, you need to work in a kitchen. It's a juggling act between me and my wife. We both work very hard at providing enough work time, but yet enough time with our kids. They play lacrosse, I take them to lacrosse, my wife takes them to school every day. We just, we trade off all the time, but I see them every day. The first thing, and I love my kids. It's a blast. Oh yes, absolutely. We put on banh mi sliders, which is my own recipe of a pork sausage teriyaki style that we're doing with a Thai style coleslaw and our Korean barbecue sauce on the Martin's potato rolls, and that's just been incredibly good. We're also doing the fish taco now as a regular on the menu, which is either flounder or salmon with a corn tortilla and the Thai slaw. And of course, we'll be putting in our usual specials and our usual burritos. And new burritos and new specials come out as often as I can come up with something interesting and good. But we'll be doing a lot more soups this year. I think people are going to be into soup. It's going to be a really cold winter like it was last winter. Yes. And that's probably when we'll be starting that. We'll be doing some very hearty stuff, some vegetarian stuff. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing some, things that people are going to be digging.